Not bad. Not bad.
What was that date, sir? 11/6/15.
And of course, zombies.
Who's ready for zombies?
The thing that I love now is that, you know, over the next couple months, I'm assuming, you know, well, I don't know when, but we're going to start seeing the teasers for multiplayer, and we're also going to be seeing the zombies teaser, and that I think I'm really excited about this.
Dude, I'm ready for zombies.
And you know what's funny? Call of Duty's never given us a beta. We've never had a beta for this game, and they're actually giving us one. You want to know why I think they're giving a beta for Black Ops 3? You want to know why?
Because it might suck.
Because it might suck. Because I honestly believe that somebody in Treyarch's office is thinking people have been really deterred from this game due to Ghost, and Advanced Warfare actually did it wasn't as bad as Ghost. So I'm not gonna even like shit on it, but they really feel like people are like, no, I don't want to play another Call of Duty. It sucks now. So I think they're gonna give people a beta so they can see this game doesn't suck, bro. It's actually gonna be pretty awesome. You just wait, you know. So I don't know what that noise is. So we're actually using
Oh my gosh.
The Witcher.
Woo!
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I really think this beta is gonna really make or break.
I don't know if it could be a good beta, it could be a bad game. I mean, it could be a bad beta, it could be a good game. That's the thing with betas. That's the thing with alphas.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not the finished product.
Yeah, definitely.
Stop. You know what? I'm gonna take this minute. All right. Bottom line, you know, stop pre-ordering games. There is no reason for you to pay for something that is not finished unless you have a favorable investment. Okay, that's called business. Okay, so unless you're getting money from Treyarch for investing in pre-ordering Call of Duty, and they're gonna pay you to beta test, why the fuck would you pay for that? Okay, you're paying for an unfinished game. They can give you a damn menu, and that could be considered a beta.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about pre-ordering is that you can always take your pre-order away. If people play this beta and they realize this sucks, what they're gonna do? Go back to GameStop and put that money towards something else. You know what I mean, so it's a gamble, and it's not just a gamble on the players' end; it's a gamble on the makers' end as well.
I mean, once you already pre-order and have the game, or well, I'm talking about if you pre-order a game and you just don't know how it's going to come out, and you know, say you pre-order Black Ops 3 and I'm pretty sure it does come with the beta.
Yeah.
So you're going to play the beta. You might end up hating the beta. You know what? Never touch it again. You know, waste of money. Didn't even want the beta. Actual game comes out to be amazing, but you don't buy it because you played the beta and you played the unfinished product and determined the final result. You know, it's just, why would you do that?
So then, as a company, I'm sure we can imagine that Treyarch is thinking to themselves the same thing that you're probably thinking right now. Like, hey, this beta has to be awesome. This beta can't suck. And no one actually knows when the beta's coming out, right? I mean, it's going to come out, a month maybe before the actual release of the game? When the entire game is pretty much done, at that point they're just advertising for it? I mean, depending on when they release that beta, that'll let us know whether we think it's going to suck or not.
No,
if they release it tomorrow, yeah, it's going to suck.
Guys.
If they release it in October...
As much as you just don't want to hear it, alright, the only reason behind pre-orders and betas is to sucker you into giving them extra money that you don't really have to spend. You know, you're just paying money. Yeah, you're paying extra money. That's what it comes down to. You're paying extra money for the product that's not even finished.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like some people probably do it so they can like pay something off. Some people like to. I actually have friends who are like, oh, I'll put like 10 on it this month and then 10 more on it, so they're not dishing out a full 60. But I definitely understand where you're coming from as well. It's like, you know, what if what if this thing is just really doesn't live up to your expectations? I can understand that.
It's just.
What about those games that you're super excited for, like The Division, for example? You know, is that a game that you would pre-order?
You know what? Michael, damn it. What time is it? What time is it, Michael?
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, we got time. I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I wasn't gonna do it.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you know what? Now that you mentioned it, we're gonna look. The Division has taken a turn. They have made a decision. The developers have got together, made an executive decision. How is this game gonna pan out? Are people gonna play it? And basically, bottom line is the game's gonna pan out to be more of a first-person shooter than an actual like RPG per se.
Yeah, I have a couple of ways to feel about this. I feel like it can be beneficial because tryhards get on my nerves when it comes to third-person shooters, especially if you play games like The Last of Us, for example. I mean, the whole corner peeking aspect is really irritating, especially for campers.
Well, you gotta. I'm honestly, from my point of view, it sounds like they're okay. So they could go a couple ways with this. They could either go a Defiance route, where they still have loot, still have all the weapons, still have all the enemies, NPCs, blah blah blah, but you can still fight each other in PvP and arena and all that BS, but first person, obviously.
Yeah.
2,
which that's what I'm expecting.
In first person, exactly.
Yeah.
So kind of like Borderlands, essentially.
Yeah, I'm not expecting them to change the gameplay, just the view.
Or 2, they can totally turn it around and go Battlefield, Call of Duty FPS, and start making maps and just totally kill the whole RPG aspect altogether.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want.
Yeah.
That is what... Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good at FPSs.
They are.
You know...
They are good at FPSs.
They're not... Curse me for saying this, but they're not the best FPS makers in terms of general like bullet damage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have preferred Division in third person. I honestly would have.
Ubisoft can make both style. They can do third person. They can do first person. And when you think about Rainbow Six, they did both. So it's like I wouldn't be surprised if they decided, whenever you hit a wall and you want to get in cover, we'll switch it out to third person, just for that moment. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. When you think about Ghost Recon, especially like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare, Advanced Warfighter, that was a great game. That was a really good game. If you never played it, I definitely suggest it. And they use the third person aspect pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Even in the multiplayer, I had a lot of fun playing multiplayer. It wasn't the greatest multiplayer. It wasn't the greatest, but I still had fun doing playing it for what it was.
Yeah, that one was okay.
I got some kills.
I got a few kills. But yeah, I mean, I just don't want them to go the general FPS.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, you played this many matches, you have this much XP, you get to level up. Oh, here's a new gun! Like, leave it to Call of Duty and Battlefield, please. That's not a Tom Clancy game.
Here's what I'll say. If they do it the same way that Grand Theft Auto did first person, that game's gonna be the shit. That game's gonna be the shit on wheels if they can do it that way. If that's their plan, I'm all for it.
But then again, there's there's even points in there's even points in GTA where you're just like, I need third person.
Yeah.
I need to look on the other side of this wall, otherwise I'm going to get capped.
Yeah.
And that's why people still play third person, and that's why they're glad they have that option.
Mm-hmm.
But to completely take it out and announce that you're going in an FPS direction, what's that say?
Yeah.
That to me says 6v6 on a small map. That's what that says to me. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. I think it would be really cool.
I mean, they were supposed to have the Snowdrop engine. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to that.
What?
They have the Snowdrop engine.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You cannot waste all the beautiful graphics of the Snowdrop engine on a mediocre FPS shooter. Okay.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. My question is, by them taking away third person, are they going to be able to do more to the like where you know what I mean? It's almost like if you lose your sight, then your other senses become a lot stronger. So if you're losing the ability to see the entire body and all you see now is gun in hand, what are they going to add? You know what I mean? Like what are they going to be able to do in order to make everything else stand out?
Well, that's the thing too, because you're sealed or you're Rainbow Six. I mean, somebody's going to have martial art abilities. If not all of them, obviously. So, I mean, is there going to be melee? Is it going to be interesting? If it's first person, do you get in a fucking melee battle? Do you get in a button mashing battle?
Yeah.
Like,
how complete is the game going to be now that it's no longer third person?
Yeah. I mean,
I can understand that. It's a little worrisome.
It's good and bad at the same time. Though, I don't know. I just kind of like that aspect of getting behind cover in third person, because when you're in first person, you can't really, especially when you're playing a video game, you can't really just be like, oh hey, I'm hunched here, get up, turn around. Like, you're not going to know what's behind you.
Yeah. In a sense, that would add to the realism of it. People say that they want games to be realistic, but when you give them a realistic game, they're like, oh, it's too realistic. What if the Division finds a way to make staying in first person at all times fun? Like, if they add some really cool peek feature, we can kind of just look out like,
they're probably definitely going to do that.
That would be really cool if they can add that in. Now, working cover in Grand Theft Auto in first person, impossible. Like, I sucked at it. I tried, man. I would try so hard. I sucked at it. So, I mean, it's possible I didn't put enough time into it. Yeah, definitely. But I'll probably have to go home tonight and try it again. Like, I kept getting capped. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Don't be on the outside. Get down.
What I will say is, I think the one thing about, two things about this game that I'm the most excited about is definitely the engine and the physics and the multiplayer aspect. I want to be able to do like a Red Dead Redemption thing where I'm on this map and at no point in time will I know that my enemy is looking at me through their scope. I just have to just react when it happens. I want to kind of just be doing my thing. The next thing I know, I'm in a gun battle. Like, oh crap! Like that. That's kind of the experience that I was expecting, and that's how it seems it should be when the game is released. I'm just hoping that's the case. I'm hoping I didn't read that wrong.
Wait, read what wrong? Sorry.
So the videos that I watched of the Division, I kind of got the feel that it was gonna be like you're gonna be in this server, technically, or a map, and you're gonna be other people, other teams scattered across this map. You're gonna be looking to get supplies, and in the midst of you doing things, you may end up just running into another group of players and having to battle it out to see who's gonna survive. And that's kind of the same way that it was in Red Dead Redemption, except you were just a lone wolf for the most part. You know, I love.
So how are you gonna be able to pick your squad?
I mean, I think it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna have to go on buddies or matchmake, and then now all of a sudden you're in a server. I feel like they may have to come up with some brand new way of doing this.
Is there gonna be like a big? You think there's gonna be like a big clan thing? Like
oh hell yeah, hell yeah,
hella people, just hella Rainbow Six people. I don't know, man.
Dude, I think it's gonna be like Rainbow Six Siege. That's a game where you absolutely need a team.
Okay, the thing with Tom Clancy games is it only is appealing to certain people, and a good chunk of that certain people are very tactical.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
because they play Tom Clancy. So, how's that gonna end up?
I don't know, man. I think in the end there are gonna be a lot of really good players, and unless you and your boys are ready for it, you're gonna get whooped a lot. I kind of feel like in the very beginning, whoever I play with, we're just gonna get smacked often, and we'll adjust. That's how it is. You gotta make the necessary adjustments. You can't always be good at the video game, but that's the kind of thing that I'm excited for because I like that kind of aspect. I like being able to play Battlefield 4 and take 3 or 4 of my boys in, and we just go ham.
Like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You always need a team, people.
Makes it a lot
Can't solo
easier.
everything every day.
You need a team or you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. Especially in battle. You're gonna have a battlefield time.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fun as shit.
So,
Local Google me, how you doing? I think I was a little late on that.
Yeah, probably.
Couple.
Now, we're here talking about like multiplayer games and being tactical and what's required. There, might as well just stick to top for a second. The Last of Us. For those of you who have played The Last of Us, if you have a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4, obviously the campaign was great. Obviously, if you played Left Behind, that was great. One of my favorite games, probably of all time. Probably. If you haven't played Factions multiplayer, please, what the hell are you doing with your life? Turn on The Last of Us, play Factions multiplayer, and you get to decide whether you want to be a hunter or a firefly. And literally, the multiplayer is literally plays like the campaign. Like anything you do in the campaign, you can do it in multiplayer. You craft weapons, you craft everything. In order to actually create or craft items, you need to pick up supplies on the map. So every map has 4 supply boxes. Go to the supply box, pick out everything that it gives you, and then see what you can make from the items that you receive. You and your teammates, you can gift items to your teammates if you have it. And there are three different game types. There's a supply raid, interrogation, and the third one I just can't think of right now. But no, supply raid is pretty much deathmatch. Interrogation, you have to down your character or down your opponent. Then you have to get on top of them and do an execution. So you hit them with the sniper a couple times. They're on the ground. They're trying to get revived by their teammates, but you catch them, hit them with an execution, and they call that interrogating. Apparently, it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So the thing about that game is the people that come in with teams win because the maps aren't they're not like Call of Duty where it's like pick a route and go that way. It's like this route has 3 or 4 different ways that you can go. This route has 3 or more. It's like you really have to kind of like plan out the way that you want to approach each battle, and that's what I love about it. So if you are playing with a team of people and you guys know what you're doing, you're gonna win every time. I mean, hands down. It's a lot of fun though. So again, if you have The Last of Us, play the multiplayer. And PlayStation 2 does not count, Jay. Get the hell out of here. PlayStation 2 is not a factor here.
Whoa. Hey,
so
hey, don't hate on the oldies, man.
No, I had a PS2. No, I'm not gonna hate on the oldies. No.
No, PS2 is the shit, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who did have good games on the PS2? I was asking you.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of a couple of bad games on the PS2.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, man. We got really off track, didn't we?
Not necessarily. Those items were on. Those were topics.
What are we missing? Well, they were topics, but they were miscellaneous topics because we had a lot of time left. And we still have time left, and we still haven't talked about Halo.
Well, I mean, we only really have one other topic, which is Halo.
We still haven't hunted the truth, bro.
We haven't hunted the truth. I mean, this is.
I mean, I've hunted the truth. You've hunted the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've hunted the truth.
Yeah. Time to hunt the truth.
So yeah, I mean,
hunt that truth.
If you haven't already, I'm just gonna play a little intro of 5 because obviously the intro and the end are where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Benjamin Giroux he's got some shit coming.
I didn't know what I was thinking. Talking to these soldiers at this time? Skynet?
Let's listen.
Hi, I'm here to see Michael Sullivan.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, I'm Ben Giroux. I have a 1 o'clock. Checking in with a receptionist at the Office of Naval Intelligence is a bizarre formality. Announcing myself, her asking me who I was there to see, it was all just an antiquated conversation. Part of their efforts to put a more human face on the operation. In reality, surveillance knew where I'd been every minute since I'd stepped onto transit back at home. Throughout the morning, as I'd made my way from the Boston terminal, this receptionist had likely been prompted with dynamic updates of my exact arrival time, deviations from my optimal course, bathroom breaks, my average walking speed, however they did it. They'd been expecting me.
I'll let... Let them know you're here, Ben.
Okay, for the next episode. Into the Galaxy. Beginnings of my story. The real story of the Master Chief. Loose threads and all. Into the Galaxy.
Have a safe trip, Ben.
Please join me for the next episode of Hunt the Truth.
I don't know, man.
Where are they going with this story?
Maybe he's going to the strip club.
I mean, files are out on a Galaxy, man. So he's officially going public with all this. Michael?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just checking out the comments there.
That was fine.
Same thing?
It's fine.
It's fine? Okay.
It's fine.
I knew that.
It's fine. Damn, Michael. But yeah. So you said you recognize that voice. Yeah. Episode 2, 3? Was that 2?
Ooh, shit.
I mean,
You know what's
Are
funny
they-
is that voice actually, he kind of sounds like Master Chief.
are they all connected? Master Chief, no. Why? How would it sound like Master Chief?
No, I'm saying yeah, that voice did kind of sound like Master Chief.
Oh. No, but I think it was one of the first people that he ever got one of the stories from.
Yeah.
One of his first O&I sources.
Yeah.
Which is yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's going to be intense. I mean, I don't know how many episodes they plan on releasing here. Obviously everybody wants to know, but you know, one of the things we kind of just gotta wait. Now, these episodes come out on Tuesdays?
No, I think I want to say Sundays actually.
Oh, Sundays. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's not the day you're expecting there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, either Sundays or Fridays, one of the two.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm excited for the next one.
It's gonna be big.
Because he's really, he's basically saying, screw the government, I'm writing my own story. Bye, guys.
Yeah. It's the fastest way to get your ass murked.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
really is.
so, interesting thought, because you weren't here last week. Our last guest, Daniel, Merciless Troll, came up with the idea that these were all audio logs. You know, everything has been pre-recorded, and we're actually listening to a recording, and somebody else is about to either take over or something else is going to happen.
Okay.
That kind of puts this in perspective.
Yeah.
That could, I don't know. He could have a theory there. He
I
could.
mean, it is like kind of like a diary on his part, and you just parts of that diary is being released week after week. It's kind of weird to see. I can see that for sure.
But the real question is, how much of the story is fabricated? Like, I don't know, it's supposed to be this Defender of the Galaxy, and everywhere he turns is just a new corner of crap.
Well, my thing is, nobody questions the fact that Master Chief is the Defender of the Galaxy. Nobody questions his validity in being a savior. I think people are questioning who he is. Like, people are questioning him.
Well, how
Ben
is he
Jarreau.
is, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like his entity almost. Like, who are you really? Thank you for doing what you've done. But who are you? You know?
Because, I mean, I believe what it all comes down to is Master Chief was not naturally he was naturally born, but, you know, the way he became himself, what he is today, was not necessarily ethical, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
For those of you that do know part of the story.
Yeah. Definitely.
But, I mean, episode 5, Hunt the Truth, guys.
Check it out, son. Link it.
Check it out.
Link it.
Y'all gotta catch up on this.
Link it, son. Alright.
Mikey, what have we have for music this week?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It's Musica time.
Musica? I listened to some stuff. Did you lose the original? You know what? We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Just
Alright, well,
start off.
here's what we're going to do today. So in previous weeks, I would link like YouTube videos, and then all just like individual things. This time what I'm doing is I'm actually I'm creating SoundCloud playlists, and I'm putting all the music from that week in this playlist. So there's no longer a need to click each individual link and go there and listen to the song. No, just check out my SoundCloud playlist. You can go straight to it, listen to each song, and enjoy. The first one is a hip hop song. It's by an artist named King Los, a rapper named King Los. For those of you who are fans of people like Kendrick Lamar, Common, Absol, more poetic rappers, conscious rappers, you'll definitely like King Los. The song's called War, featuring Marsha Ambrosius, who's one of the singers from Floetry. It's a damn good song. I'd even go as far as say that it's on the same level as Kendrick Lamar, and I say that with confidence.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really good song. Definitely check that shit out. Next, because obviously we love EDM so much. Next artist is gonna be EDX. He's been doing this for a while. EDX has been in the game for a minute, but he actually released a couple new songs this year. I think Collateral Effects, which is the number 2 song on this playlist, came out last year. But he definitely released like Remember House, Empathy, and there's one more song that he released this year as well. So I added Collateral Effects and Empathy to this playlist.
I think I like Empathy more. Honestly,
they're both good songs, yeah. But yeah,
I couldn't really get into Collateral Effects as much. As kind of just seemed, if I remember correctly, it just kind of seemed low-ish. But it's still a good song.
Yeah.
EDX, I kind of want to listen to more of him for sure.
Yeah, EDX definitely has his own unique sound, which is what I like about him a lot. I like to find those artists that have their own little tweaking, so that as soon as the song comes on, you know who that is. I don't even need to see the artist name; I know it.
Yeah.
And EDX definitely has that about himself, so that's why I like that. I definitely play EDX whenever I spin house at the club, at the bar. I always play at least one EDX song. So, next up, for those who like to rage a little harder and you like the electro house sound, Hipsta, a song called Hipsta by Timmy Trumpet. Timmy Trumpet's, I don't know how long he's been doing it, but all of his songs are like always hard hitting. So Hipsta is nasty. Like,
it's nasty.
Period.
It's oh my god.
Yeah.
I try not to turn it up at work.
yeah, you try not to, bro.
I got the little speaker, just trying to adjust it, not too much. Song's great.
Yeah, when I work, people work kind of close to me in my job, and I always have my headphones on, and I say, if my music's too loud, let me know. So whenever I take my headphones off to get up and go get like coffee or something, it goes from like being quiet to like the song blaring out of my headphones. I'm always like, sorry guys, pause. And I was like, sorry. Hipsta is definitely one of those songs that it's crazy. Please turn that up when you listen to it, especially. Next song, I don't know how to say how excited I am about these next 2 songs. Seven Lions. Part of the reason why I'm excited about these next 2 songs is because Seven Lions is performing in San Jose this weekend, which we're both going to see this fool. That's going to be pretty fun. I'm juiced. But anyway, Don't Leave, which is a song he did with Ellie Goulding, it's great because Seven Lions has been kind of stepping into the house world, and I didn't really know how I felt about it at first because he's always been a dubstep producer. But he does a really good job with house music. And he's gotten, at first he was okay, but he got a lot better. And he kind of switches it up with Don't Leave. He starts off with a little slower dubstep feel and then just hits you with the house later on. And he does a fantastic job. So definitely check out Don't Leave, featuring Ellie Goulding.
I've always liked Seven Lions.
Oh yeah, dude. I've never not liked him.
Ellie Goulding's always had a very nice voice too. But she's... I haven't willingly heard a song that disappoints.
Yeah. Her voice is definitely made for EDM because she works with a lot of artists.
Oh yeah.
Zed, Avicii, Seven Lions. God, I'm sure there are more, but yeah, just those 3 names alone, you're like, oh, Travis, you're pretty big. So and the second song would be Lucy. by Seven Lions. This is his newest song, I believe. It's his newest single, for that matter.
No, it's been out for a while.
Well, yeah. I mean, in terms of the newest songs he's released, I think that's his latest single, isn't it? I could be wrong.
No, it's been out. It has to be at least half a year.
Okay.
If not more.
Shit, I guess. Excuse me. Well,
because I think I heard it at least 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
So
I do remember we did. Oh yeah, that's true. It probably has been out actually for a couple months now. So it may not be his latest single, but it is a really good song. It's surely different for Seven Lions. It has a more minimal feel to it, and because I love minimal music, it touches my soul. So if you're not really into minimal, you're probably not going to be like, eh. But if you do like minimal, Lucy is a good way to go. For sure, it's a really good song. Last song, the song of the week. I like to call this more so like the classic.
Dude, this is
the
like
classics.
This is like the song of ever.
Yeah.
This is one of the songs that always has a place in my heart.
Always, man. I want to make it. I want to make an effort to every week make the last song like a classic or not necessarily a throwback, because the song's only been out maybe 2 years, maybe 3. So just like a song that you probably haven't heard, and because EDM is just getting popular in the States, these songs that are just pure gems that we know about, a lot of people don't know about. So I want to kind of throw that in so you get a little taste of what it used to be.
I mean, that's why we're DJs, right? We gotta give people these songs.
We gotta educate them.
We gotta educate.
Yeah, so check it out, man. The last one is called Mammoth by Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, featuring Mogwai as well. So it's a really good song. That's
Dude, I just everything from Mogwai is well, not everything, I take that back, because I have heard some I think he used to do acid music.
Yeah.
I've heard some weird stuff from him, but Dimitri Vegas always has some nice remixes.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
They definitely go hard. Dimitri Vegas, Like Mike.
Did you not find the original? There's definitely an original SoundCloud link to this song.
So this, I figured this was actually them. I wasn't sure if it was the official one or not, because I did look through a couple of pages like, is this them? Is this not them? I think this is them. I think.
I don't know, maybe.
Because, I mean, Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, they always do collaborations, so I figured that was the actual page. And you notice whenever it says out now, usually that's usually the artist, because they're trying to advertise it.
Sometimes.
Usually.
Let's just slow that usually.
So, yeah. That's pretty much it this week for as far as music goes. So, check out the playlist. If you like it, like the playlist, add a comment or two, share your thoughts on the songs.
Dude, I am excited to DJ personally.
Yeah. It's a good thing, man. I'm really glad that I finally got my laptop working with my Pioneer controller, because that was hell on wheels, and I figured it out just yesterday. I know for sure I'm going to be having a show in the month of May, if not at least 2. Gotta have at least 2. So we're gonna keep you guys posted on that as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be some Yeezel business. It's gonna be some struggle ENT. Shout out to Struggle.
I thought you were talking about someone else. Yeah, of course we're gonna have.
Shout out to Struggle again.
Yeah. I'll keep you guys updated with that. I'm waiting for Cameron to get back to me on what locations we actually have set. And dude, I hope we get the Ruby Room. You should have been there. It looks so nice.
Yeah, it did. How was it, man?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was like, have you been to the Beer Baron here in Livermore, right?
I think I've been once.
Okay, so it was like the old Beer Baron, because there's a new one now.
Yeah.
So the old one, the old original one, it was about that small, but it had a lobby area right next to it that was as big as like maybe the bowling arcade.
Okay.
In the bowling alley at Granada Bowl. It was pretty nice.
All right.
Like, it had a decent dance floor.
All right.
People were getting into it, and You know, everybody who just wanted to chill and smoke, and there was a pool table in the lounge area.
Alright.
It was pretty cool.
So it has more of a loungy feel to it then.
It does. Well, when you go into the lounge, it's kind of more to get away from drinking and just or not drinking, but the music, because dude's in it. So it really is just like a lounge area.
Literally.
Like you could kind of hear the music, but it's not like in your face like
Yeah.
the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know, obviously in the bar area.
How did Sage Beats do?
Oh, he killed it, bro.
Of course he did.
Oh,
Sage
he
Beats
killed it.
always kills it.
Everybody was just like, oh my god.
Because Sage Beats is so good because he knows how to mix in R&B with his EDM. Like, he does it so easily. I'm like, yo, how do you just... He mixes in just, like, super chill, like, funk music, and then he'll transition straight to, like, Wolfgang Garden out of nowhere, and you're like, what? How did it... What? Wolfgang?
And of course, I didn't bring Nico.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Adrian was with me. He had fun.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I always said thank you, Dane. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. We're supposed to have every third Friday for sure. And then if we get the second place, it's gonna be, I believe, 2 Saturdays of the month if we get lucky.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. You just gotta bring in the money, man. We gotta bring in the people. Gotta bring in the money. That's what you gotta do. Bring in the people.
Speaking of money,
buy some drinks.
Insurance.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna sell that insurance. Hey, y'all, here's my number in the link. Check it out.
My business card.
My business number. Call me. No, I'm actually thinking of making business cards 2-sided, one for Elite and the other one for my insurance stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, hey, here's my Elite card, but if you flip it over, you know, it's also my.
It's also my insurance.
I'm an intellectual badass, but I also sell insurance.
I can either make you some money or I can charge you some money. What's it gonna be? You make the decision.
Well, I mean, technically it'd be both.
Alright, so I gotta be honest, man. Like, I'm about ready to play some Heroes.
I am too. Glenn's waiting for us.
He is waiting for us.
Before we go, real quick, of course, Xbox finally announced the free games for Gold in May. Of course, I think they keep one from the previous month, which was Pool Nation FX, which is still staying. So that's free. If you haven't got it yet, go ahead and get it. The new game is Castle Storm for the Xbox One. It's basically it's just like a 2D back and forth tower defense kind of thing.
Okay.
It's, you know, you gotta check it out. It's free. Xbox One. If you got it, go get it.
They used to make the free games like sick. They used to have some like really cool free games. I remember they made Assassin's Creed 2 free, and I was like, what?
Well, I mean, there's really not that many old Xbox games that are like
that are worth it.
Yeah. No. Speaking of which, for 360 they have Mafia 2 and Formula 1 2013 for free as well.
Yep.
So go ahead, pick those up. Like I said, free download. Only probably take up a couple megabytes. It won't kill your hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad.
If you are a PlayStation Plus user, they have free games for this month as well. I'm trying to find where they are because I know I saw them. Here we go. Tower of Guns, which I actually did play. It was pretty fun. It's a free game. That's really what I'm going to say. It's pretty much like a first-person shooter. It has like a Doom look to it, but just a little more advanced. I'd even say Quake. Let me take it up a step. I'd say Quake kind of look to it. And you're kind of just like running through these like puzzle levels and like shooting shit that's coming at you. It's a basic shooter. Never Alone. I didn't get the chance to play Never Alone, but apparently it's a puzzle adventure game. So if you like puzzle adventures, it's free. Might as well download it and see what it does. You know what I mean? So on PS3, God, Dishonored. They can make it Dishonored free this month.
Oh, Dishonored's been free on Xbox forever, dude.
Oh, it has been?
Yeah,
it's such a good game. I thought it was a good game for what it was. It was so fun.
I
had a lot of fun playing Dishonored.
I think a lot of people just didn't like it.
The problem was it had no replay value. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Going through it for the first time, I was just hooked, man. All the things that you could do and all the power ups and everything. Oh, dude, I thought the game was great. Yeah. So, Dishonored. Apparently, that's going to be the free one. So.
Damn. But I mean, I was thinking of downloading it for 360 a couple months ago, but I mean, I just never got around to it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try it. It's just one of those games you always want to try, but you know you're probably not going to get into it that much, so you don't want to waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's going to end up taking up space on the hard drive.
I mean.
Well, man, I mean, if you don't have anything else to probably about spent.
Oh man, I think that concludes. That was a great. What time is it?
It's 9:40.
9:40. Wow.
If you're just getting here, by the way,
stop talking. You talk too much.
So this is gonna be on YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? It is on YouTube tomorrow.
Of course, it's gonna be on. If not tonight, it's gonna be on YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, the YouTube link is below. You know, share it around. We got past episodes up there. Go ahead, share it around with your friends. We're gonna be here same time next week. Michael.
Same time, baby.
Same time. We gon' get the same time. Sometime.
Sometime,
man.
Sometime. Check us out on Heroes of the Storm.
Actually, now that you say that, we are going to go into this real quick before we leave you guys.
Send me that link too.
We have a present for you. I have created this today. It is officially our Elite Gaming community, I guess, friend list, more or less. I'm gonna call it our friend list. So this is a completely editable list. I can't even talk right now.
It's edible, guys.
It's edible. You can eat this list.
Eat out of it.
But go ahead, share it around to your friends. The more people on here, the better. You know, I mean, feel free to add somebody you don't know. At least, I mean, There are probably all going to be from Facebook. You could probably hit them up, be like, hey, is it okay for me to add you? Find people. And, you know, we're going to build this community.
Yeah, just balls deep.
Elite Gaming.
Balls deep.
And, you know, somebody told me today, put this in perspective. Where do I need to go? Where does Elite Entertainment need to go from the aspect of a community or business? And this got me thinking. One of my friends got me thinking. We're trying to. One of the guys helping us get the Hearthstone, sponsoring the Hearthstone tournaments with us. We were just talking. What do you think?
First of all, I was say you actually don't need this anymore because there's nothing you really listen to. So
we don't. Because Adrian left.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I think that.
I mean, no, he's from what he explained it and what I mean, this is how I took it. Was if you want to create a community, you have to have a face on that community.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to create a business, have a logo. So, where is Elite Entertainment gonna stop being a community and be a business? Or are we gonna be both? Like, can we be both?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I don't want to be like the person, hey, this guy, he's J-Dogging, he's cool, he's created Elite Entertainment. I didn't want to be known. I just want to be like, you know,
we have all this.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Everybody contributes.
Yeah.
Like, either way, businessy or community wise, everybody contributes.
in a sense, you really did answer your own question. But when you think about successful companies and successful entities, as a matter of fact, okay, so I work, the company that I work at, our CEO mentioned that his idea, he never planned on his idea becoming like an international thing. He only planned on making it so that he and his friends could have a little fun. And in the end, somebody was like, why don't you take this global? Or you know, not take it global, but, you know, take it a little more widespread. So oftentimes you stumble upon whatever it is that you're going to take to the next level. So we can plan this shit out all day, but we're not really going to know where it's going to go until that day comes and you're like, light bulb, you know. You can think one thing, the next thing you know, it's like it's a completely different ball game. So from what I've seen, I feel like this is definitely leaning towards more of a community thing. But who knows? I mean, in the future, some investor may throw $1 million at you and say, start a company, and next thing you know, you got a company. So you got a business. So
I mean, there's gonna be a business aspect to it either way.
Yeah, exactly. It's inevitable.
You know, that's not what I want to focus on, because you can't have a business without people. So yeah. I mean, I just want to feel like everybody's contributing to a specific cause, more or less.
Definitely. Community.
I was gonna say something.
I want to be Childish Gambino.
Oh my God! Seeing my short attention span, I was totally gonna say something.
You were gonna say something? I don't think you're gonna say anything. I think you're lying.
I was totally gonna say something extremely relevant, and I can't enunciate to save my life right now. Probably because my mouth is dry. Or that we are dangerously low on time, because we shouldn't go over 2 hours anyways, because YouTube likes to kind of just smack us in the face with that and be like, you gotta separate your one chip, two chopsticks.
For 2 hours.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, that was extremely racist. We're gonna go. This is J-Dogging. It's Minecraft Elite Cast, episode 11.
It's
only getting better.
It's only getting better. For the community.
For the community.
Let's get drunk. What do you say?